You'll never guess who I'm dating tonight.
I know who you're dating tonight.
How do you know who I'm dating tonight?
Blossom.
Please, I'm not that desperate.
No, I mean, Blossom told me you're going out with Barbara Jenkins.
Yes, and Barbara Jenkins is the minister's daughter. And you know what they say about minister's daughters?
Oh, yeah, they say they're wild.
Whoa, that's even better. I heard they were punctual.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
I was just giving your brother here some advice about Barbara Jenkins.
Oh, you know what happened to Paul Graham when he went out with her, don't you? Her father insisted on baptizing him in their swimming pool where he accidentally drowned.
Yeah, well, I can swim. Jeez.
No, I'm serious, Joey. This guy is like major league strict. You better watch yourself.
I think I'm just gonna watch Barbara. I'm sick of watching myself.
Have you guys seen 6? We gotta get going.
Yeah, she just called. She'll be here any second.
Hey, Tony, I'm going out with the minister's daughter tonight.
Really? I hear they're punctual.
Sorry I'm late. I couldn't decide between registered nurse or candy striper.
6, why are you wearing a nurse's uniform?
I'm doing a video report for social studies on everyday heroes. I wore this to blend in with the ambulance. Plus, I look cute as a button.
What kind of nurse carries a video camera?
Nurse Raven did in Bikini Girls Go to Med School.
Good movie.
Good night, everyone. Out. Go. Now. Good night.
What's wrong, Mr. Russo?
Doesn't matter. We don't have time.
Dad, listen. I have a date tonight, and if I don't come back,
I don't care. Out. You too, Romeo and Juliet. Let's go.
Oh, we thought we'd just hang out here tonight, Mr. Russo.
Oh, not that I wouldn't love to spend yet another evening watching the two of you make out, but not tonight, kids. I got a headache.
You know, if we don't stay here under your watchful eye, we're just gonna go out in Vinny's car.
Fine.
Okay, what's the matter? Are you in serious trouble or something?
I've just returned from what was generously called a beauty pageant, where I spent 12 hours rehearsing a tone-deaf little Miss Georgia who sings gypsies, tramps, and thieves while twirling a fire baton. I have finally gotten that song out of my head, and now all I want is complete silence.
Even though we'll be out on our own in what is essentially a bedroom on wheels?
I trust you.
I hate that. But I'm going.
Just give me a couple of hours to recover.
Okay.
How's that song go?
No.
Gypsy.
No, no! They call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Hearing from the people of the town, they call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. And every night, all the men would come around and lay their money down. Oh, God, doing it again! No! 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 No!
I know this must be a bit of a surprise.
If you mean that in a Pearl Harbor sort of way, yes.
I knocked, but I guess you didn't hear me.
Obviously not. If I had heard you, I would have locked the door.
Please, Nick, I just flew in from Paris.
And boy, is your broomstick tired.
Stop it, Nick. Oh, what a great picture.
I give you $10 if you can name all 3 of those kids.
I'll just cut to the chase.
I'd appreciate that.
I've decided I want to be more involved in the kids' lives. I'm moving back to Los Angeles.
Oh, no, you don't. You can't just waltz in and out of our lives whenever you please.
You can't stop me from moving back, Nick.
Oh, yes, I can.
Oh, no, you can't.
Watch me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Six Lemire reporting live from downtown Los Angeles, a city where millions of cries for help are heard each night. And yet, as of 9 o'clock, this ambulance has not heard one of them. This is emergency medical technician Anthony Russo.
Go on.
And his partner, Mrs. Peterson.
Cut it out, 6.
Anthony, we are going to die from secondary smoke before I get a story.
Wake her up. She's got millions of stories.
Mrs. Peterson? Mrs. Peterson? Mrs. Peterson!
I didn't know he was your husband. Oh, well, where am I? Oh.
Do you think there's, like, any possibility you could quit smoking for, say, 2 minutes while I ask you a couple of questions?
Obviously, you have mistaken me for someone who gives a damn about your little school project.
Mrs. Peterson, I hate to point this out, but it is against company rules to smoke in the ambulance.
Oh, yeah? And is there a donut break in your contract, pal?
Well, maybe we'd all learn a little something if you'd tell me what it was like when you started on the job.
Yes, what did you do in the old days? Strap the siren to the horse's head?
Well, where were you when they handed out manners? Still in the nose line?
Come on, you two, please.
All right, all right. When I started out, these things were good for you. You could eat meat 3 times a day and occasionally get drunk and have sex with a sailor without worrying about it.
Six, what grade are you showing this to? What do you say we rewind, huh?
Can't. It's a documentary.
Come on. I'll turn on the pretty red light for you. What do you say we just rewind to her donut wisecrack and start from there?
Sorry, I can't.
Come on, Six. Let's rewind to the damn donuts.
You know, these donuts seem pretty important to you, Mr. Russo. Could they be a substitute for alcohol? Has this been an area you have overlooked in your AA meetings?
Hey, that's the first I've heard of this.
Perhaps that's because it's Alcoholics Anonymous.
Sorry.
Maybe I better drive.
I don't think so, Mrs. Peterson.
Well, why not?
For openers, you're legally blind.
Maybe, but I don't have to go to any meetings about it, do I?
317. There's a 464 at 643 Sunset.
We're on our way, Charlie. Got it. Buckle up.
Just let me smell your breath.
Ouch!
Good night.
Good night. Do you know that the shoulder is an erogenous zone?
I have no idea what that means, but it sounds incredible.
What are you doing?
Maria's stuck.
So, what movies did you get?
Thelma and Louise,
Saw it.
fried green tomatoes,
Saw it.
steel magnolias.
Saw it. Vinny, I've seen all these movies.
I know.
Oh. What if my dad catches us?
Popcorn.
The perfect cover. I'll be right back.
Hi, Blossom. You remember your mother?
What's going on?
Blossom, we didn't expect you home so early.
Hello. I just got in from Paris.
Rough flight?
Vinny, this is Blossom's mother, Maddie.
Yeah, I know. We met in Paris. What are you doing in L.A.?
She's having sex with my father in the kitchen, that's what.
Good night.
I think I'm in shock here. I mean, is this actually happening, or did I slip into a parallel universe or something?
Blossom, your mother is here because she's thinking about moving back.
And you're teaching her the local customs?
Thanks for letting me break the news to her, Nick.
I'm sorry.
You're moving back. I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe it.
Well, somebody better start explaining quickly.
Believe it either.
I can't believe it.
Well, somebody better start explaining quickly.
It's really very simple.
Nick, dear, would you mind if I had a word with my daughter in private?
Yes, I would mind, darling. You see, I'm the guy who's been raising her alone for the past 7 years.
Ah, so wouldn't this be a good time for you to take a break and let me handle this one?
No, because I want to handle
I
it.
think there's been enough handling here already. I thought you two hated each other.
Well, we do. Sort of.
See, it's not that unusual, babe.
We're looking at years of therapy here.
See? You're back for only 5 minutes and she's on the slow boat to Prozac Island.
I don't think this is funny.
Ah, well, you were never known for your sense of humor.
And you could never take anything seriously.
Like what?
Like me!
Oh, Mommy, Daddy, gee, it'll be like the Christmas I've always dreamed of.
Blossom.
Look, why don't you two just take a few minutes and get your story straight, okay? I'm gonna go upstairs and restructure my concept of reality. Unbelievable.
Do you see what you're doing?
Me? I am
Do
not the
you
one who's
see
come
what
back
you're
here to
doing?
undo our
Hey,
life.
pal, regardless of what you think, I am moving back.
No, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna stick around for a few months, get real close to the kids again, and then just take right off.
Oh, you don't know what's going to happen, and neither do I. But what I do know is I am moving back.
I don't think so.
You can't stop me.
Watch me.
This is where we got into trouble before.
Would you hurry up? My dad will kill us.
Are you out there, honey?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Just get me out of this, and I swear I will never touch another woman again.
Excuse me, you called?
Who are you?
Well, I got a lot of different names. Jehovah, Allah, Mr. Big, the Big Enchilada, the Crime Mover, Capo di tutti capi, Ted Koppel, Yahweh.
That's Yahweh, the pool player?
I'm a god, for crying out loud. Judy.
Whoa. Are we in heaven?
No, this isn't not heaven. If I showed you heaven, you would never want to go back to the stinky ball again.
Stinky ball?
Did I say stinky ball? I meant to say earth. We don't call it the stinky ball. Honest to me. Hey, watch this. A six ball off of the rail.
Wow. You really are God.
Cool, eh?
So I want to ask you something. If you're God and you could do anything, could you make a rock so heavy that even you couldn't lift it?
You know, Nietzsche tried to fool me with that question. You know where he is now?
I don't even know who he is.
He's now in the woods, trying to determine if, when a tree falls, it makes a noise, if nobody's there to listen.
Well, does it?
Between you and me, a big tree, it falls, it's gonna go boom. Got any other questions?
I always wondered if you listened to the stuff that I ask you for.
Sure. Every time you always ask for the same three things. I could put it on a loop.
So can I have the $1 million?
You could have $1 million, but if I was you, with Clinton in the White House, I would ask for $2 million.
And can I be a famous baseball player?
Why not?
And can I have sex with lots of beautiful women?
Can you have sex with a lot of beautiful women? I don't know what to say about that.
I get it. I mean, may I have sex with lots of beautiful women?
It's entirely up to you. Hey, watch this. The 8 ball in the corner pocket.
Impossible.
Marseille.
It's a miracle.
It's not a miracle. This is a miracle.
Cool.
I know.
So if you can do that, you should be able to help me get my hand out of Barbara's sweater.
You know, I could do that, but you said if I did, you would never again touch another woman. Are you sure you want to say that? I don't know.
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to spin the world back in time 30 seconds.
I thought only Superman could do that.
He stole it from me. That's why I had to have him killed.
I had a really nice time tonight, Barbara. Good night.
Good night.
Joey!
Yeah?
You know, you could have just asked for her father to be out of town.
Whoa. No wonder you're God.
Still.
Hello. Hi, what's the diagnosis?
I told you, Pipsqueak, it's just a sprain.
No, I meant the guy inside.
It's what's known in the business as loneliness.
Huh?
Sometimes people just need someone to talk to. A couple minutes with Mrs. Peterson usually clears that right up.
I do what I can. I'm a people person.
Sorry, I know you were hoping for a heart attack.
Well, it's just that so far I've been the only real accident victim.
You should have been with us last night.
Action.
Last night, after Anthony and me had polished off a couple of dozen donut holes, we got a call to pick up a head off a windshield.
A head?
So we get there, and here's this head just perched above the windshield wiper, see?
Wow.
So we're tiptoeing over to the car, and Anthony says to this thing,
Excuse me, sir, are you the one who made the call?
Ew, that is so gross.
a lot of veterans would have blown their lunch.
Thanks, Mrs. Peterson.
Call me Carmen.
Is that your name?
No, I just like to be called Carmen.
Mrs. Peterson, why did you volunteer to be an EMT?
Most of my friends are dead, so I got nothing else to do. And besides, I meet a lot of rich old guys on their way out.
And you, Mr. Russo, why did you decide to become an EMT?
Same reason. Most of my friends are dead.
No, come on, really.
Really? Every time I pull a drunk out of a wrecked car or try and revive some kid who's OD'd, makes me feel like I'm the luckiest person on the face of the earth just to be sober.
Yes, but doesn't it also make you feel like a hero?
Nope. Just reminds me that the lights can go out like that. Enjoy yourselves, kiddies. Let's go. Enjoy yourselves, kiddies. Let's go.
Mind if I come in? Look, Blossom, I'm sorry.
That was a seriously weird moment for me.
I realize that. I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say about it. Are you okay?
I don't know yet. What's the story here?
It's kind of hard to explain.
Give it a shot, would you?
Well, your mom and I were having this really big fight, and, we kissed and made up. Come on, we really didn't do anything.
Only because I interrupted you. Look, I can't really tell how I'm supposed to be feeling now.
I don't blame you for being confused. I'm a little confused myself, but I think that will go away with time.
I'll tell you what went away with time, Dad. It was the hope that I had held on to for years that you two were going to get back together. Not that I wanted to actually witness the event, but that hope was dead, gone, buried, and now this.
We're not getting back together, Blossom.
You're really not making much sense here, Dad.
All right. First off, from now on, it will be safe to walk into the kitchen. At least 99 times out of 100.
Good. If you can live with that, so can I.
For you, it better be 100 times out of 100.
All right. You're not in favor of sex before marriage, but you're in favor of it after divorce.
I don't know if you're old enough to really understand.
Dad, I'm old enough to make you a grandfather.
Yeah. I guess you are old enough. Well, the thing is, your mom and I were always physically compatible, especially after a fight.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but that's really tough to accept.
All right. Let me give you an example you can relate to. When you saw Vinny with that other woman, you wanted to kill him, right?
Right.
Right. But you didn't. Instead, you what?
Thanks, Dad. Now I understand completely. I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
We used to do it everywhere. On the couch, on the stairs, on the piano.
On the piano?
Yeah, and we had an upright then. You know, it was always worse when they were fighting. It got so bad just before Mom left, I was too paranoid to come out of my room.
I thought that was because you were smoking so much pot.
That's true. You know, I guess smoking pot did make me a teensy bit paranoid. I didn't realize it at the time with all those Nazis after me.
This is so twisted. I mean, I always kept Mom and Dad in separate compartments, you know? He's here doing his dad thing, and she's in Paris doing her Paris thing. I never thought in a million years.
Hey, it could have been worse. You know, you could have found them hitting each other.
Yeah, I guess. But in a strange way, that would have been easier to understand.
But not better.
No. Where did parents get off acting like people?
See, the thing is, the three of us kids would like to think Mom and Dad only had sex 3 times, but it just isn't true.
Actually, I'd like to think that they only had sex twice, and Joey's the evil spawn of aliens from outer space.
Where's the Bible?
You could be right.
You guys are not gonna believe this.
Later, Joe. Sit down. We've got big news.
I bet your news isn't as big as my news.
I bet it is.
How much do you want to bet?
$5.
I say $1.
No. Joey, that's not how it works. Unless you're dealing with
Would you
odds.
forget it? Tell us what your news is.
No, you guys tell me what your big news is.
Mom's in L.A. She's moving back here.
Who cares? I saw God.
What?
I saw God. Only he goes by the name of Yeehaw, and he's playing pool in the Heaven Rec Room.
You had sex with someone tonight, didn't you?
No, no one had sex.
Mom and Dad almost did, right here in the kitchen.
You're pathetic, you know that? I see God, and you still think you could top me.
Joey, whoever you saw, I'm sure it wasn't God.
Then who was it?
Maybe it was Reverend Jenkins.
Oh, yeah? Well, can Reverend Jenkins shoot a masse shot?
You're an idiot.
You don't even know what a masse shot is, do you?
So?
So who's the idiot?
You are.
Really? Well, I'm gonna be a famous rich idiot and have sex with lots of beautiful women.
Aliens.